Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson. He'll find Metcalf. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give.
It's a foot race. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DK Metcalf. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Prescott to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Switch up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Michel. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Prescott now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Stephon Gilmore gets better and better every year, continues to excel in pass coverage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from second to third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson got an open man. It's QT. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Right here.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That's complete to Jake Butt. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. Got his man. That's Harry. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
To throw is Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Let's go, baby.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
47. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Faking the give. Now Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
To throw on second is Watson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Back to throw, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Patriots take over. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
He's going to float this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Prescott from the gun on third. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down now, Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. New England on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott, and this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. From the 36, Watson, and he fires one incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down and 4, Prescott. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Understandable we're going to see some of this first game of the year and a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Hart. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Prescott on 1st down. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal. Prescott to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it's third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Elliott puts this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
On first down, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
He's coming.
Watson now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On third down, Dobbins. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
Still first down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. On the ground, Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup on 16.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on first down. Michel, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott, pass incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop 1 pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michel. And another negative play there as they stop him again. That second down play nets a -4.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it. This is Michel trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Off the draw, here's Michel. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Watson. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. This is taken at the 18. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Dobbins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me.
2nd down, Prescott. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Nice hit, boy.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That penalty against DJ Fluker, the behemoth out of Alabama. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to Jake Butt.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. They'll run on first down. Chaney, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall, the offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch, and that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ronald Blair, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back to throw, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check, 47. Got nothing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 31, Prescott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Prescott now. Catch is made by Harry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Watson now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Get there.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
4 down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson finds Jake Butt over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And what can Prescott do in the OT? And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
47 to Mike, boys, 47. Check, 47.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
You got him. You got him. That's a game of 5.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
53 to Mike.
Prescott to throw it. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 20! And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Patriots, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.